What's up, party animals? It's the Chemo Crew, and welcome back to the Reddit Roundtable. Today we're going to be covering a very special story that has been on Reddit for a very long time. It's called the Saga of the PS5 Dad. And we're just going to cover it in like one whole video, just for you guys.
We're gonna be here for 5 business days.
Oh, ha ha ha. Very funny. Anyways, let's get started with the first story. Am I the a-hole for selling my PS5 rather than sharing it with my stepbrothers? This is just the first story. Let's relax. I felt the rage. I felt the rage immediately. My 15 male mom and dad briefly dated while they were both studying in uni. My mom...
I'm sorry, wait, hold on, pause. You said 15?
No, what? Huh?
Wait. Oh, the person is 15.
Yes, the OP is 15.
Oh, okay. Never mind, continue.
Dumb ass.
Continue.
What did you think? Honestly, what did you think?
Listen. 15-year-olds haven't been able to get into college. But we digress.
I thought it was a bad timeline. My fault. Continue.
My mom gave birth to me after they broke up and had to sue my dad for child support. I was raised by my mom and had virtually nothing to do with my dad throughout my childhood. My mom was an international student, and her family cut ties with her due to the circumstances of my birth. Tragically, 2 years ago, I lost my mom to cancer. Yeah, cancer's getting everybody.
One hell of a way to start a fucking story.
Cancer's
feels
getting
like I'm
everybody.
watching a Disney movie, bro. Someone always has to die of cancer.
Character development.
Why is cancer taking everybody?
Real question: why the hell have we defeated a new virus, but we can't get rid of this one?
I lost my mom to cancer and thus was placed under the care of my dad. My dad was remarried and has 2 sons, 7 and 5, with his wife. It wasn't a bad arrangement at first, because it never is, but we were all essentially strangers, of course. I was given a bedroom to myself, and we shared some meals, but other than that, I kept to myself. About 10 months ago, I was lucky enough to score a casual job at an aged care facility as IT support. It was stupid easy money, and it involves installing and maintaining a dozen or so common PCs used by the residents, plus running basic computing workshops. I ended up accruing a whole lot of disposable income in a short time. Stupidly, instead of just keeping quiet about it, I decked out my room with a new TV, headphones, a PS5. Obviously, this setup was of great interest to my 2 step-brothers. Initially, my rule was that they could play the PS5 anytime I wasn't using it, but I would get first dibs if I wanted to play or use my TV. I was also super accommodating by buying an extra controller, which I didn't need, and several kid-friendly games that they wanted to play. Eventually, I had to change the rule to only play when I was there, since the 5-year-old destroyed one of my controllers through spilling juice on it. This is where the drama started. I don't know how you're starting drama.
Listen.
Sorry, this is where the drama starts.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where the drama starts. You know, not after the whole, yeah, we don't really know each other thing. This is where the drama starts. I changed the rules.
For those wondering, if you hear a crunch on my end, I'm eating jalapenos.
What?
That may or might not be too old to eat, but fuck it, we ball. If I die, I die.
Ew, okay.
Nigga,
Gross.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Listen here, you little bitch. First of all, what the fuck are you doing eating straight jalapenos? Second of all,
What's wrong with jalapenos?
fuck you mean they might be too old?
Actually, no. That was an exaggeration. They aren't shriveled up yet, so they're not too old yet. I wouldn't eat shriveled up jalapenos. These ones
This
are
nigga's
still.
gonna kill himself.
He really
He's gonna
is.
eat something.
These
He's
ones
gonna
are still
eat
green.
something. He's gonna eat some shit going, oh, it's fine. Got green mold growing all up on the shit and go, oh, it's fine. And then wonder why he ends up in the hospital the next day. You're gonna
Jalapenos
die,
are not.
nigga. Put down the fucking jalapeno.
First of all, these are still fresh. These are still fucking green. Second of all, fuck you.
Anyways.
He didn't even argue.
Anyways, they whined to my parents, who then ordered me to place the PS5 in the living room. No, because I paid for it with my money. Do something about it. Or what you can't, because you don't have the receipt for it. Bitch.
What?
You be correct.
I refused and stated that I had purchased it with my own money. This led to their argument that I have too much money and should contribute rent, utilities, and food money. I called their
I'm
boss.
sorry, fucking too much money?
He's 15.
I'm already not liking this shit.
He's 15.
Okay?
No, you want to know something? Because I do know about this story. The mother is not a part of this argument. It's just the dad. It's just the dad. Because here's the thing. I bet you if it was the mother, she would have at least asked. Because, no, it's not the mother part of it. It's not it's just the father saying, oh, like, well, me and my wife think. No. Because you'll see later, the wife has a very different point of view. Just watch. But I called their bluff and said, sure, draw up a contract and I'll get a lawyer to review it to ensure it complies with the Family Law Act. My dad then told the boys that he was gonna buy a separate PS5 for the boys for Christmas, but the dude is clueless about the global shortage. Finally, last night, after realizing he had zero chance of buying one for close to the reseller price, my dad threatened me to either voluntarily gift my PS5 to the boys for Christmas, or he would toss it in the bin while I was at school.
I could gift this gun to your motherfucking skull.
I could gift
you ain't
these
touching my
fists
shit.
to
You
your
got
mouth.
my soul. You ain't getting my motherfucking PS5. You know, the shit I spent my own fucking money on. You got me fucked up.
No, looks like I'm gonna have to put a lock on my door that only I got the key to. You got a job. You ain't got time for it. You ain't got time to find a way to hire a locksmith. He threatened to toss. He would toss it in the bin while I was at school. So, I was so pissed that I went to Facebook Marketplace and sold the PS5. The boys found out today and were devastated. I feel really bad because they shouldn't be punished for this shit show. My parents are in their room talking about me, and I'm sitting here in my room. Am I the a-hole? How should I have handled this better? No. You wanted it? No. You said you were gonna get rid of it anyways. I'm getting my money back at least. It's gonna be on my terms. My terms. How dare you?
He said he was getting rid of it anyway. Okay.
Yeah, no, he said the father threatened that if he didn't give the PS5 to the boys, he was gonna throw it away.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I do agree that bro is not the asshole. But I do say that.
Why would he be the asshole? I don't get it.
Exactly. No, I'm saying he isn't the asshole. But I do say that, there's a global shortage, brother. Don't give it away. Get a lock. Get a safe. Get something. Don't give it away.
You say invest in a motherfucking safe.
You're not gonna get rid of your shit. I don't know, man. And get a safe box or something. I don't know.
Alright, but there are like updates though. Update. Wow, this blew up overnight. Firstly, thanks to all the kind strangers out there giving me your positive encouragement and support. It's quite humbling, so that so many took time to read my story and choose to provide positive support. Some people were after an update of the situation. I'm at work now, but my stepmom had a chat with me this morning, and it was quite positive. She said she didn't know about my existence right until I came to live with them. So it caused a huge rift between her and my dad. She apologized for projecting it onto me and not being more welcoming. She also didn't know about my dad's threats and told me that won't happen on her watch. My half-brothers also admitted to her about the juice incident. She said that she's going to get the boys a Switch for Christmas and offered to pay me the difference between the retail price and getting a new PS5. I perhaps won't take the money, but at least it's a step forward. This was the longest conversation I have ever had with her too, by the way. No comments from my dad yet. Lol.
Oh, imagine being a wife. You with your kids and your boo boo ass husband. Goddamn. And just one day, your husband just tells you, yeah, we get another kid. You thinking he suggested to possibly get you pregnant, and no, some random 15-year-old just pulls up on your doorstep that you have never met a day in your damn life.
Imagine that shit. Hold on. Imagine you met this guy. He the best person you ever met. And he goes, hey yo, by the way, I got a whole nother kid. I really haven't been saying much, but I got a whole nother kid. Huh?
That's
you expected to how do you
the disrespect.
How did you think this would slide? How did you think your wife would respond? Positively? I don't think so. You got questions.
The disrespect, the audacity of you to come and try to police me around when neither your wife or your kids even know about it. So you've just been essentially acting like I don't exist, and you have the audacity to come police me around. That's crazy.
That's not the only update, though. The Sun has one more update. Sorry, I know I said the previous update post was the final one. I actually just realized that there was actually a bunch of questions that the OP had answered. But essentially he basically they didn't have to worry about the father having they didn't have to worry about the father having access to the bank account. He's really 15 and he lives in Australia, so he has an independent bank account, which apparently is something that yeah, they live in Australia, and yeah, so they have a yeah.
Is that how that shit works in Australia?
I suppose. Well, and the OP was not trying to get another PS5. Also, apparently his mom left over assets that are being looked at by a very good law firm and will be turned over when he's 18.
I mean, shit, at least the Australians got something, man, with all the face-sized spiders and Godzilla and bats dropping from the sky and shit.
But on to the update. Sorry, I know I said my previous update post was the final one. I think I just have to do one more to close everything off. There's a lot of emotions running through me right now, so I'm sorry for rambling a bit. Firstly, I am immensely grateful to all the Redditors who reached out to me to support I am immensely grateful to all the Redditors who reached out to me to voice your support or to make sure that I'm okay. I'm very touched. Secondly, I got to meet and spend time with my extended family today. There were over 40 of them there. They are a rowdy bunch, but they are amazing. They made me feel welcome. Some of my cousins are gamers too, so there was an instant connection. In terms of family, it has been mostly Mom and I for my home life, so this is definitely new to me. But my new family were 100% accommodating and were very interested in me. Thirdly, my stepmom turned out to be a champ. One of the first things she did was introduce me and show everyone my Reddit post.
No.
Wow, imagine getting put on blast in front of the entire fam
by your own
your
wife.
Imagine that. You deserve that shit too.
The level of awkwardness that bro must have felt. Oh, you just there chilling. You know, you just all your damn personal business that you've been venting online just out in the open.
The portrayal of the dad just, you traitor. You're embarrassing me.
Imagine this shit. You pull up to the family cookout. Hey fam, how's it going? Yo, cuz stops you. So you been mistreating your 15-year-old son? Excuse me?
It's like, no, it's more like, hey fam, guess what? Turns out my husband, got some other girl pregnant before he even met me and had a kid with her and basically was just a complete absentee father. And now the kid is living with us, so this is Jonah. Also, he's also mistreating Jonah by literally trying to manipulate him until giving.
Imagine the questions from that side of the family trying to explain that shit. So yeah, my hookup, the one that got me pregnant twice, he had a whole other bitch pregnant before he met me and didn't tell me shit. So here's Jonah, he's 15, be nice to him, I guess.
Be nice to him, he's been through a lot. His mom died from cancer.
And his dad's a bitch.
It turned into a massive debate where nearly the whole family laid into Dad, including my grandparents. At one stage, my uncle, another Redditor, pulled me aside and told me that, don't worry, mate, your dad has always been a bit of a stubborn. See you next Tuesday. Damn. He'll get over it. Another amazing thing was that my nan said she knew my mom well and had a great chat, and we had a great chat about her. I think we broke my dad in the process. My dad got very loud, arguing with the family, and my uncle somehow trolled my dad into posting on Reddit to tell his side. He's been on his laptop in his study since then for nearly the whole night, glued to the screen. He didn't even come out for dinner. I chose not to read his thread, but I know from some other Redditors that he's getting absolutely wrecked.
As someone who has a brother, I will tell you now, accurate sibling behavior.
That mother, wow.
Like how you got trolled. You got trolled to telling your side.
How the fuck? How you get trolled that hard, man?
You got trolled and tricked.
I don't even think I would fall for that shit. I'm pretty fucking stupid.
Hey, but it's online. But why don't you tell your side? Why don't you tell your side?
Like the devil on the shit's like, tell your side.
Go ahead. Go.
You're the victim.
You're the victim.
They'll understand.
They'll have your back. I promise. He said with a grin smile.
He said with a toothy ass.
Alright. I don't know how this will end, but all I know is that I feel so much better. Whatever happens with Dad, at least I have some amazing family members. swamped some gamer tags with my cousins, and have reached some common ground with my stepmom. To think this all started with a single Reddit post. I lack the words to describe how grateful I am. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your love. I hope everyone out there can be as lucky as me and spend the holidays with their loved ones. Sending peace, love, and good vibes wherever you are. Aww, happy ending.
I was gonna say, you might as well just say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year with that shit.
I mean, it basically was Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But
there's always a but. There's always a but.
Why don't we read the dad's story?
Fuck.
Yes, I found the dad.
He already knows about to be some fuck shit.
Oh yes. No, you want to know something? The dad ended up deleting a lot of his posts. But thanks to Best of Redditor updates, we still have it. So, am I the asshole for asking my son to share his console with his brothers instead of keeping it in his room? So a few days ago, my bio son, Jonah, as if your other two kids aren't your bio sons.
Imagine he cheated.
Imagine the wife cheated. Imagine the wife cheated.
Imagine the wife cheated.
I wouldn't blame her if I'm honest.
Really, I was gonna say I wouldn't fucking blame her. To be honest.
I guess so. Shit.
I believe the word he's looking for is eldest.
Yeah. Your eldest son.
Jonah, not a real name, posted a biased and frankly defamatory post about an incident in my home regarding a PS5. My wife was kind enough to share the post and comments with our entire extended family at our Christmas gathering, so apparently now I'm a huge asshole. My brother suggested that I post here to set the record straight and give people both sides of the issues. Now remember, he's
everything about to go to shit when the brother say something, bro.
I'm sorry. Just when he said my brother suggested that I post here, all I heard was goddamn. Just the fade in evil ass like. You know that one meme of that black guy just like eyes wide, just in the darkness.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine that. But my brother suggested I post here.
Here's the thing. He spent like the rest of the night. This was on Christmas.
Damn, so we really did end that shit with a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wow.
The dad spent the rest of the night, instead of taking it on the nose and realizing that he was wrong, he locked himself in his study and then typed this out.
Does every house have a fucking study, or is that rich people stuff? Like Australian stuff?
I think it's more
rich people shit, billionaire shit, rich people shit, trillionaire shit.
You need to be that quadrillionaire shit. What the fuck? Gotta have like 3 different mansions and 3 different countries.
We rob enough people, we'll get there. Trip.
Anyways, firstly, I never actually intended to charge Jonah rent. His job gives him essentially 100% disposable income purely because he lives in our household. He uses the money to deck out his room, buy brand shoes, and the latest iPhone, etc. all for himself. I don't care. I couldn't care less about how he spends his money, but it does set a poor example for my other boys. How?
How? So you say fucking how?
I'm sorry. It's a bad example for your other boys to work hard, get money, and so that you can spend it on whatever you need or want. Damn, I didn't realize the prospect of getting a job was too hard or too bad. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, so you don't understand. If Jonah gets money and his other kid, that means that that means that his other family was better at making money than making his relationship with his wife was better than the relationship he has with his family now. Even though realistically it probably was, and that one ended in divorce, child support, and cancer.
No. The money he's getting is from a job, an actual job, not inheritance. A job.
I know. It's fucking. I don't know. It's most likely some sort of spite thing. He just
He's trying to say he might be salty because the family from his old wife is making more money, being more. I don't want to say prosperous, but I can't find any other word.
Literally, it's just his son. He has no one else on his mom's side.
That's what I'm trying to. Why the fuck? I'm trying to.
Just say his son. Just say his son.
Not only that, it's probably like I don't know. Maybe he's fucking pissy that the dad's pissy at the fact that his son is basically not fully reliant on him and doesn't need to bend to his will to survive if need be.
Oh yeah, because that's his thing. That's literally what happens. And then literally the next sentence is the last straw was when Jonah set a login password for the PS5. I basically told him that if he's not willing to share, then why should I give him a free ride? Because you're his father. He is 15. You numbskull. What do you mean free ride? It's called being a parent.
Brother, I don't know if you know this, but when you have a kid, it's not like listen, I know a lot of people say some shit like, I'll let you live in my house, I pay for your food. My brother in Christ, that's what you're supposed to do.
I put clothes on your back, food on the table, a roof over your head. Yeah, that's required.
I was ready to say, yeah, that's your job as a fucking parent. If you didn't want to do all that shit, you should have kept it in your fucking pants or wore a condom, bitch.
Brother, the moment you cream pie that lovely lady, you signed a contract essentially.
Oh no. No, apparently that, oh no, he can't, no, that's not the case, because my son should be grateful. While we shared DNA, I only dated his mom, May, not actual name, for all of 5 months back in uni. I was very clear with May that I didn't want kids, but apparently consent doesn't go both ways. May put me through legal hell and ended up costing me tens of thousands of dollars over the years in child support, setting my own goals back. Instead of letting Jonah end up in a group hole, I stepped up and took him in while May got sick. Instead of gratitude, I constantly had to deal with disrespect and attitude. You are not owed that.
While May got sick, aka while she got fucking cancer.
I was like, oh yes. Because it's totally stepping up that you do your job as a parent, right? It's totally stepping up. You know when else you could have stepped up? While Jonah was being raised. So that, you wouldn't have had to pay child support.
Oh, so as a guy, I'll say this. The whole child support system is in some cases somewhat flawed for some people, but brother, you got the utilities. Unless homegirl essentially like chained you to the bed and basically forced, like, you had literally no option but to get her pregnant. Brother, that's a you issue. You did that. You left your shit in. You didn't want no babies. You should have get the fuck out of there, bro.
You should have wrapped it before you tapped it if you didn't want
to.
Wrap your tool.
War protection. Exactly. Wrap your tool.
Apparently he didn't fucking learn that shit because he got another bitch pregnant.
Yeah. Damn, you right. Shit.
Like, oh no, because of Jonah, my wife thinks I breached her trust. For something that because of Jonah, my wife thinks I breached her trust, all for something that happened well before I met her. While the boys previously did have access to the PS5, he now won't let them play it now that school is finished for the year unless he's home, which he never is. I gave him the ultimatum, either share the console or no one gets to play it. In response, he pulls the most passive-aggressive move ever and sold it so no one plays it. So, listen, how am I the asshole here? I've taken in this kid into my home, a kid who, by the way, will receive a sizable inheritance in a few years thanks to May's estate. I've given him a home, a family, and fund his lifestyle, all at the cost of my own relationship. In return, I haven't asked for a cent, and he won't treat me with respect nor follow my rules. But somehow, I'm the giant asshole who's in the study, typing this out instead of enjoying Christmas with my extended family. Instead of attacking
What's
me...
your fucking choice? The fuck you mean? I'm pissed now. Hold on. Where's my water?
Oh, it's your choice. Did nobody tell you to come in here and get mad?
Didn't no one tell you to bring your sorry, salty, probably got kidney stones built ass in that motherfucking study to type out some salty ass fucking story. Fuck.
Again, I know the brother just hear them click clack going.
I knew she would be mad at the story. I knew she would be.
What type of fuck shit you think this is? Listen, sir, I don't know what the fuck you think the responsibilities are of being a fucking parent, but that just ain't fucking it. That ain't fucking it. No wonder. I would have treated your ass like shit, really.
Lazen.
Treat others how you want to be fucking treated. Apparently you want to be fucking shot, because that's how you fucking acted.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to April. I don't want kids flower. Give a round of applause.
I don't like kids, and I'm the one who has to fucking say that's not how you be a fucking parent.
When the one who doesn't want kids can pull off being a parent better than the person that has kids. I'm just saying.
Dear heaven.
It's not looking good.
Listen, I'm not saying I would be a good parent. We all know I wouldn't. Let's be completely honest. We all know I would fuck up that child. I'm not responsible enough to have a child. But let's say, per se, I adopt one that's not an infant, that's per se, maybe 6 through 10. I can handle kids that are 6 through 10. If they have no way of comprehending what they're doing, I can't do it.
Same
but if I
thing.
have a child from the age rate of 6 through 18, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Hold on. I gotta process this shit for a second.
Oh boy.
Even I wouldn't fuck up a child like this. I'm irresponsible as shit. Knowing me, I'd forget to feed the damn thing. How do you deal with kids? You let them out in the backyard to go to the bathroom, or is that dogs?
That's a dog.
What the fuck?
Oh. Do kids still drink hose water? I used to drink hose water.
No, they don't allow that anymore. It's too dirty. It's too dirty.
They dirty the hose water? They dirty the hose water, brother. That was the
Back in my day, we used to be able to just go outside in a hot summer day, play in the water, and get a nice, cold, refreshing drink from our hose.
Oh, yes. But, the last sentence was, instead of attacking me, I hope people will now give their fair opinion of the situation based on seeing both sides of the story. Yeah, you're a twat.
In story, all you're doing is bitching.
You're mad because you put your son in a corner. And instead of reacting the way you wanted him to, he decided to do things his way. Sold it. So now you don't have that power over him anymore.
Oh, you know what I bet is? I bet this guy is a manipulative clown. And no, you know what it is? How much you want to bet that this guy's a manipulative clown? And and May, the chick, left him because she doesn't bend to fuck you for trying to manipulate me, you little dickhead. And then she fucking dipped, and he disliked her for that. Next thing you know, Jonah comes in, is just like his mama. Don't take shit from no damn buddy, and I pissed him off even more. Not to mention he got money, so he don't need him for financial shit, and it's just ticking him off.
Like, homie, I just need you to have me on this address. Like, legit, here's the thing, because of his mom's death, he has a lawyer.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, maybe you need to be the dad is just like, oh, well, maybe you need to be paying rent. Then let's discuss this with my lawyer then.
I'm like, all right, I got Jimmy Bob. Let's discuss it with him.
Oh, but the dad did make some comments and stuff. Okay, clearly this hasn't gone down the direction I thought it would. Clearly, some of you have issues with comprehension or can't be bothered to read my comments fully. I want to be clear, I never threatened to collect rent from Jonah. I don't need his part-time money or about his inheritance money. I make a very good salary, probably more than the vast majority of people who use Reddit. I simply tried to explain to him
shit about the Reddit community. That's one way to get everyone on your fucking side.
Right. Ah, yes. That's like how they did with Velma. Make fun of the audience that they need. Okay. Like that works. Oh no. I simply tried to explain to him that he has all this disposable income because he doesn't have to worry about basic needs. I didn't explain it properly at the time because we were arguing, but my intention wasn't for Jonah to give his PS5 to the kids permanently. I just wanted to keep it in the common area until I could buy another one for the kids. Jonah never told me about the controller. If he had, of course I would have replaced it. That's not an issue. I expected him to not be so selfish to his brothers. Keeping it in his room under password protection is so rude. Jonah gets home really late most days, so the kids are in bed by the time he gets back. It's his! He can do what he wants with it.
Realistically, hold on. How old do you say them kids were?
5 and 7.
Nigga, what games were they?
Why would you let them touch that shit in the fucking first place?
They don't even have the hand coordination to use that thing.
Bitch, you might as well get them fucking Bluey on the Switch, because that's all they're gonna be paying attention to.
Like,
get them that fucking Trolls game on the Switch.
Oh no, that's what their mom got for no, that's what the stepmom got the boys for Christmas.
I know, bro, it's...
You know what? Okay.
Oh no, the whole him keeping it in his room under password protection is so rude. It's his. He paid for it with his money that he earned on his time.
That's what I'm saying.
By all technicalities, he can do whatever he want with it.
All right, well, what? Yeah, just ask the guy, why do you have a password on your phone, dog? Oh, that's quite rude to your wife, ain't it?
It's like, I won't debate the nuances of sex and custody. I'm not an idiot. I understand perfect consent.
Don't fucking seem like it.
I understand perfect consent and parental responsibilities. I will say that there is a large gap between consenting to sex and consenting to have a child. I get that our current laws are against me on this one. Lord have mercy.
Listen, I don't want children either. But
somebody drank too much. Hey, April. Somebody drank too much hose water. He drank a little too much of it.
There's never too much hose water to drink. He's that type of motherfucker who rode their bike chasing behind fucking dump trucks and those trucks that carry the logs of wood on it, and then not only inhaled the fucking the exhaust smoke, but also the wood from one car that was carrying it fucking fell and hit him in the face. That's what happened. Because there's no fucking way that someone who hasn't got hit in the head in some way, shape, or form, or inhaled something that probably should have fucking killed him, is thinking straight now. There's no way this motherfucker is completely fucking sane.
Bro sniffed way too many Sharpies, I'm not gonna lie.
Homie snorted too much glue. Oh,
Let
no,
me
wait,
tell
hold
you
on.
this. Let
Oh,
me say
no.
something.
Okay.
Back in my day, kids used to take Smarties. They used to crush them up, and then they used to either snort them like crack or smoke them like cigars. He had to have been one of those fucking kids.
Oh no, there's more. I didn't intend to lie to my wife. Jonah and May were something way too into the distant past for me. Our settlement.
What did you just fucking forget about them? You were seeing this entire other bitch. You didn't think to fucking mention one time that you had another kid.
Oh
So
yeah.
I guess Jonah just slipped to the back of your fucking mind. There's no way.
Our settlement was very clear that I had absolutely no communication with May or Jonah for at least 10 years prior to finding out about her illness. My child support was at a fixed rate, so I had actually paid her out of a lump sum that was supposed to be taking care of him until 18. It wasn't like it was getting taken out of my pay every week. As far as I knew, I was never supposed to hear from Jonah or May again. Why would I tell my wife about something like that? Because you're supposed to. Because any normal
This
person...
motherfucker said he knows how to be a parent. He said some shit about knowing the responsibilities of being a parent.
Listen,
he abandoned a whole child.
I'm no
15
woman,
years.
so I'm gonna ask. I'm no woman, so I'm gonna ask you two. If you were to get into a relationship and this person had a whole other family, son and girlfriend, I guess, since they weren't married, would you want to immediately know?
Yes.
Yes. What type of question is that?
Like, here's the
I
thing.
was asking you two.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't mind if he had a child, as long as the child is well behaved and, open to the concept of their parent moving on. We both need to be comfortable with it. That is what's most important.
For me, it would depend on the age and whether if the child is, well behaved. Because from the age, I can depict on whether he could have possibly been cheating while we were together.
I mean, to be fair,
something like that.
The moment I find out you lied and just didn't tell me, I'm like, bro, what else are you keeping from me? Because I immediately don't trust you. Because the fact that you could just abandon and forget all about a child? No.
Nah, bro.
I
Bro
immediately
sitting there
can't
like,
trust you.
Bro sitting there, they're like, I didn't lie. I simply withheld the truth.
That's called a lie of
and
omission.
I'm trying my hardest to withhold my my fist from going up your ass.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Guess what, OP's dad? Guess what, you old fuck? What you did is called a lie of omission. You still lied. By purposely withholding the information, you still lied. Once again, a lie of omission is still a lie. But
and what I'm about to do to you is called homicide. Get this shit right.
It's
It's when I
assault.
take this
It's
gun
assault.
and
It's
put
assault.
your fucking head.
Oh, it's assault. What you want to say is assault. But anyways, that's not all, because we've got more from the PS5 dad. This is like a little while afterwards. Am I the asshole for intercepting and eating my son's delivery while he was grounded?
Oh, hell no.
Now that's where I bring the fucking gun out. There ain't no way.
That's where I draw the line.
That's where I draw the motherfucking line.
My eldest son is undergoing a hormonal fueled rebellious phase. Is that what you're calling it? Hormonal fueled rebellious rate? Really? Sir, you're a parent. You're a bad parent.
He has to blame it on something.
You gotta
okay,
the fact that you have to blame your iniquities and your inability to actually parent a child on hormones of a 16-year-old. It's fucking crazy. You shouldn't be a parent. I hope your wife leaves you. Anyways,
Okay, alright.
his behavior consists of things like rolling his eyes when I talk, back chatting when I tell him to do something, overemphasizing, putting on his headphones when I enter the room, and a whole laundry list of other passive-aggressive behaviors. That's him saying he doesn't want to talk to you, you prick. He doesn't need anything from you.
You wanna know this is motherfucker. This is that see a quiet motherfucker and then just be like, hey dog, come on over here. Let's hang out. And just try to force conversation and get pissed off when the person who doesn't want to talk. Piss off. Go somewhere else.
It was his birthday yesterday, and he was going to go out with his friends this weekend to celebrate by paintballing. However, when I got home from work yesterday, I noticed that he failed to do some chores I had set him. Then did the whole headphone routine when I started telling him off for it. I got so sick of his attitude that I threatened to ground him for 2 weeks, which means not letting him leave the house except for work. My words clearly cut through his headphones, and it dawned on him that he would not be allowed to go paintballing this weekend. So he took off his headphones and said, "Go fuck yourself," then shut himself in his room. This naturally led to his actual grounding.
What do you mean actual?
You were gonna do
Ooh, that brought back a bad memory. Ooh.
See, I wasn't actually gonna do it, but now that you went and got mad about me threatening, or quote unquote threatening, now you're actually gonna get it. The ground. Who? Officer, this one right here. That one.
Officer. I wasn't actually gonna shoot my gun that I pointed at the guy, but he pulled one out to shoot at me, so I had to shoot. I wasn't actually gonna shoot him, but he decided to pull one on me. That's the logic that fool just used. That's the most idiot shit. That's been used on me before. It is the most idiot shit I have ever in my fucking life.
As if threatening and acting like you're actually gonna do it isn't gonna get a negative reaction. Come on, it's common sense.
Exactly.
The grounding didn't seem to faze him, as he spent a lot of time in his room anyways. I cut off his devices from our home Wi-Fi, but he worked around it by setting up his own hotspot. He refused to come out for dinner last night when my wife asked him, and has basically barricaded himself in his room. After 10 p.m. last night, he ordered himself a meal via delivery app. Again, he has clearly been passive aggressive here, flaunting his independence as he has a perfected lovely meal in the fridge made by my wife. I was still up watching TV, so I intercepted the delivery and ate the meal myself. At some point, my son must have come out and seen me, but retreated back to his room without saying anything. My wife thinks I am a major asshole for eating the meal, but I think it comes part and parcel with the grounding. My wife also thinks I'm being too harsh. I'm too harsh with due to the ground. I am too harsh with due to the grounding. I'll let him go paintballing if he apologizes. So am I a hole here, Reddit? Yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
You thought you weren't the asshole the first and second time you got on here. What the fuck makes you think they gonna change their mind now?
All I'm imagining hearing this fucking story is that goddamn gif of Markiplier punching the screen and a T-Jock animatronic jump scare in the background. It's fucking
no.
A, dude.
Wait.
You're just being petty.
Wait. You'll love this. Ready? Because the comments, the most upvoted comment is from the son. Hi everyone, sorry for hijacking the top comment. This is my dad's post. Thanks for everyone's support. I don't think I need to add more fuel to the fire here. The post and the comments largely speak for themselves. I just wanted to give a quick update to everyone that I'm 100% fine and okay. My mom vetoed my punishment, so I'm good to go out with my friends this weekend. One of my uncles had asked me to stay with them for a while, which was also super cool. So I'm doing well and loving life. These comments are hilarious. Much love.
Imagine that shit. Imagine that shit. You really gotta think, process, and imagine. I'm smiling thinking about it.
His friend. Because the fact that like, what is this? This is like his third post now? Question mark.
This is technically his second post, but it's not the first time he's wrote, because he had before, when he was like clarifying things, he was talking in the comments.
Okay, so buddy, in your first post, in your son's post, people deemed you the asshole. In your second post, people deemed you the asshole. When you were in the comments, people deemed you the asshole. And in one of your posts, when your son commented, he got the most upvotes, and everyone agreed with him. Buddy, there are guns at you pointed from your family, your wife, your son, and the collective internet hive mind. Break out of the delusion for me, please.
Oh no, like, here's the thing. Like, when after, like, his son goes, because he ends up just going to live with his uncle, then he starts directing all that bullshit to his wife. You see, at some point, like, during, like, before, like, the pandemic and stuff, he would basically force his wife to dress up and look pretty for these work events that apparently were incredibly, like, important for, like, you know, his look. Basically, making his wife look like a sexy, like, extension of himself, so that only he could look good. And basically making it so that, like, she ends up making, like, a post, like, saying how much she hated all this stuff, hated all of this, and basically, like, just called him out for it. Like, and then at one point, like, when they finally started going back to having those events, she wanted to start dressing the way she wanted to, and talking like, not only did this man dictate how she dressed, how she did her hair for these events, he also dictated who she should talk to. And she specifically said how much she hated how vapid these women are. Like, and she even pointed out that she never made, like, the wife even pointed out that she never made him go to any of these events. And his response was, maybe we should compare pay stubs.
He's one of those. Yeah. Oh, credibility.
So fun. This is just so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Any tiny bit of credibility you had out the window, gone kaput. Damn, I check his subscription. I bet he subscribed to Andrew Tate.
Oh no. So then he tried to, at one point he tried to manipulate her by getting her, like, an outfit, right? He tried to get her an outfit that was nice, like just pulled in nice and, like, tailored to her body so that she looked nice. And at first she loved it, like, and then he said, you should totally wear it for the next event, for my next business event. Immediately she was like, bro, you just did this so you can manipulate me. We're not doing this. We're not doing it. And so she refused to do it. And literally, everyone thought he was the asshole then. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't, like, find it, but I was able to, like, look it up, and there was a summary of it. So I was able to at least let you guys know about it. But with that, it leads to this update from the father. I'm sure many of you would be ecstatic to know that my marriage may be over. I came home this evening to find that my wife and my 2 younger boys have left, probably at her mother's house. My oldest is still at my brother's house since the beginning of January. This has hit me hard, as Redditors now like to remind me on a daily basis. I now know that I have been a shitty husband and father. I have some self-reflection to do. I am stubborn, but my wife has always been there to talk me down. I guess she's had enough. The only communication I have is a text from my wife saying she wants a divorce, and that her lawyers will get in touch regarding the separation arrangement. I tried calling, but it keeps going to voicemail. Same with my in-laws. I want to apologize. I want to offer to go to counseling or therapy like she asked. If I still can't get through to her via phone, I'm gonna go to my in-laws' house. At least have to try and talk to her. I guess my Redditors hate me, but I welcome any suggestions on if there's anything I can try. No.
To quote a capitalistic crab. Boo. Let me play you a sad song on the world's smallest violin. God damn, my brother, what did you expect? So that means that this relationship was already on the rocks before bro even got there. So you got a manipulative husband, a guy who been forcing you to dress up constantly, which if I was a chick, you would never catch me dead doing that shit. But a guy named manipulative husband, and manipulative husband one day tells you, hey, by the way, wife that I manipulate sometimes. Yeah, there's this kid from my old family. Forgot about him, but he's gonna be living with us effective now. You ain't got no time to process that shit. He's just here now. That's so you know, yeah, he's being a dickhead to said kid who's done nothing wrong, basically. Then moment kid leaves to go live with one of the uncles. The husband basically 2 times worse to you because he's a bitch. Brother or sister, you should have gone out that hole yesterday. What the hell? What was that?
Oh no, here's the thing. It gets worse. My wife wants to divorce me and won't talk to me. How can I win her back?
Let's go!
How can I win her back? Hi all. I need some advice about how to win back my wife. And I am genuinely willing to do anything. By the way, everyone has literally told him to just leave her alone. My wife, 59, like my wife, female 29, and I, male 34, of 8 years, have been having serious relationship issues over the last years. The main friction between us is that I have a son, 16 male, still blaming the child, mind you. Still blaming the child. Not his behavior, the child.
What else is he gonna do? Blame himself for his own actions?
From a previous teenage fling that I never told her about. Also, we have another 2 young children together. My 16-year-old male had to come live with us for about 3 years ago because his biological mother died. His presence in our lives caused a lot of tension between my wife and I because she felt I majorly breached our trust. We argued more and more about minor things until last Thursday I came home to an empty house. I was devastated. My wife is the love of my life and has always been the main support center in my life.
You sure as hell didn't act like it.
Oh lordy, she's gone southern.
Hey buddy, she left because you were manipulative. Because it turns out whenever she had an argument with you, in order to shut her up, you decided that you were gonna waive the fact that you helped her daddy with his business over her head anytime she had a complaint about how you were doing things. Yes.
I don't know how she works for you down there, Australia. But over here, that's not how that shit rolls, young boy.
No, it is not.
That sure as hell, that's the best way for you to get fucked up.
That is the best way to lose your wife and
That
have
is the
everybody
best
know
way
about
to
it.
lose your soul.
But anyways, I've tried calling her. She kept sending me to voicemail. I sent her a text saying that she sent me a text saying she wasn't ready to talk, but was filing for divorce, and to wait to hear from her lawyers regarding separation mediation. I am a wreck. I would do anything to have her back, including counseling and therapy, which she had previously asked me to attend, but I was too arrogant to take it up. I felt that if I could just talk to her and have a chance to explain, and we could get through this. The next day, I did something stupid. I went to her workplace, an accounting firm, which with her favorite takeaway lunch, to try and talk to her. She must have worded up the receptionist staff because they adamantly refused to buzz me in the office. Her staff even went as far as calling the building security. Not wishing to cause further drama, I left voluntarily. That night, I doubled down on my stupidity and tried to visit her parents' house with a bunch of gifts for her and the kids, as if, like, oh yes, you know, like the dress. Remember how well the dress worked? Anyways, my mother-in-law answered through intercom, but wouldn't let me in. I was so frustrated and emotional that I broke down at their door, basically making a scene and refusing to leave. Later, my brother turned up. I assume my wife called. He tried to convince me to go home, but we ended up in a shouting match. Eventually, he tried to manhandle me back to my car, so I got into a physical altercation with him. But I left when my father-in-law came out and threatened to call the police on me. Damn, you decided to manhandle your brother? Really?
It's about time someone put their hands on this motherfucker.
Brother, hit him with a Hadouken, please. Hit him with a key blast, something.
Bitch, I was trained by Master Splinter himself. Let me handle that motherfucker.
Things have really gone downhill since. This morning, 2 police constables turned up to where I work at a provisional domestic violence order, along with a summons to attend court for a permanent order. I was in shock, and as a result, was advertently quite rude to the constables. This put them offside. I am a contractor working at a client site. And so when my client asked the constables what the matter was about, they said they couldn't say for privacy reasons, but then immediately handed out business cards with their family violence oh my gosh. With their family violence liaison unit titled embossed on the top. So now my firm's senior partner has waved me off going back to the client site, and I may be fired. Bro, your clients literally looked at that card and said, you are in trouble for domestic violence. We don't want you here. Get out. Shoot.
Hey, get the hell up out of here, gang.
And now you'll never be able to work again.
Oh,
Hey, what happened to? Hey,
you
gang, what
can't
happened
flex
to?
money you don't got now, bitch.
Yeah, well, why don't we compare pay stubs?
Why don't we compare checks, bro?
Oh
Yeah.
wait.
Why don't we?
Bam.
You ain't getting none.
Let's go
Let's
bam for
compare
bam.
our getting gross real quick. Let's see how much each of us are making each year.
Hey, yo, homie, where's your check?
Continue.
Yeah, I feel like this is a wake-up call. This is the wake-up call I needed. I know that I have been a narcissistic asshole, and am ready to change. What can I do to talk to her? To show her that I'm determined to be better. I don't just want to end things. I know that if I am If I have a chance to explain myself, to apologize, to promise to work really hard on my marriage, to work on my narcissism, to go to therapy, to go to counseling, whatever my wife needs to forgive me, that we can go on with our lives. Our court hearing is in a few weeks, so I'm thinking of turning up early with some expensive jewelry as if the dress worked. You clearly didn't learn anything from the dress.
You can't just buy people's affection. None of that works.
You have to love me, because I brought you gifts, and therefore you must get over whatever bullshit I put you through. Because that's how it works.
I bought you this shiny necklace. We cool, right?
My solicitor.
Listen, I get us women like shiny shit, but if you fucked us over once, we're never forgetting that shit. We might still take the shiny shit, but that don't mean we gonna forgive you for it.
Oh no, my solicitor has told me that this is a bad idea, but I feel like I need to do something. I don't want to negotiate with my wife across a courtroom. I want to remind her how much I love her and how much she means to me. What can I do to win my wife back? Has anyone else been in this situation? In the comments of this post, there is actually a comment through Jonah, through the wife, and literally is just her explaining that how she basically became a stay-at-home. She almost became a stay-at-home mom because he nearly forced her to do it. Like how whenever they had been arguing before, even before Jonah showed up, but he always silenced her by like basically like waiving the fact that he paid for whatever debts and stuff that her father had, and waved it over his head and waved it over the wife's head, and basically said that if he had just shut the fuck up, because she had admitted that there was a point where she almost went back to him, but because he pulled all this fuck shit, she immediately realized that going back to him was not a good idea, and immediately was back on to work and went through with the divorce. So if he had just shut the fuck up, she would have come back to him on her own. But he didn't.
Exactly. Like, brother, your solicitor saying it's a bad idea, Reddit saying it's a bad idea. Brother, you have to realize you have not had a good idea since you stepped out of the womb.
But guys, there was an update. I get it. It's over. You guys are right. I fucked up. Irrevocably this time. I've lost my family and will likely lose my job. I've always tried to control things in my life. It's worked for me in the past because my family is wealthy and they fix things for me. But my wife and my brother must have spoken to my parents because they said I can't use the law firm my family has on retainer for my DVO or upcoming separation proceedings anymore. I'll hire my own solicitor as soon as stuff starts opening. I'll seek mental help too. Most importantly, I'll leave my wife alone. Thank you for your comments and advice. This does not happen because at one point they do in fact get divorced. And he does move on to a new girlfriend. And at one point she even there's another issue because he ends up getting another job. And instead of going to pick up his kids for his regular visitation, he has his girlfriend go do it because he's too busy and he can't do it.
What the fuck is the point of the visitation if he ain't going?
Yeah, if he ain't going to visit. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Visitation. What? She don't know that.
Oh, it's because she's a school teacher, therefore she's good with kids, so therefore it should be fine. Oh no, and then there was another one, because I did a little more extra research. At one point, I think he did break up with his girlfriend. And at one point, after his holiday weekend with the boys, he wanted to try and talk to his wife and say, we should all spend some time together, The boys should be able to see their parents, getting along. And his wife goes, yeah, that's nice and all, but I'm taking the kids on a cruise. Your dream vacation, to be specific, so you're not gonna see them. Goodbye. And she literally takes the boys and her new boyfriend on a cruise. And this guy, instead of backing off and realizing that he shouldn't do anything more, he books tickets for a VIP room on the same cruise and just shows up. And the wife freaks out. And then he gets mad. And then he gets mad that he can't see the kids. And she won't let, and the ship crew won't let him anywhere near her or the kids. And in the comments, he was arguing with people saying, oh, my wife was very, very influential. Like, she sometimes doesn't know what's best for her. Honestly, she just sometimes needs me to tell her, what's, okay and what's not okay.
That's not how people work.
Mm-hmm. Like he said, he likes to control things in his life.
I'm pretty sure you should know the difference, or at least know the standards of being invited to a vacation with the kids and your ex-girlfriend's boyfriend, and the obvious signs that are being shown that you need to fuck off.
Here's my question. Where's the girlfriend?
Gone.
I was going to say, maybe if he showed up for the visitation stuff and actually tried to be close to the kids instead of sending his girlfriend to do it, then maybe she would have thought, you know what? Maybe we should cut this man an itty bitty break and just let him come with the cruise on us. But no, you fucked that shit up for yourself.
No, the wife got a whole new man now. She wouldn't have brought him.
For the kids.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's it for, that's actually it for the Saga of the PS5 Dad. That's where it left off with the whole cruise thing. Nothing else. Oh no, what's worse, somebody actually recapped everything, all of the crappy things that he's done to his wife. And he really goes, hey, I deleted all those posts. How do you people keep finding me?
Lays all the receipts out. Hey, I deleted that. How do you?
There are just categories of scums of the earth. And this is just one of the examples of scum.
Gentlemen, don't act like this. You won't get far. See how this man's life fell apart and he still thinks that it's not his fault? Yeah, this is wrong. Don't act like this. And maybe the women that you like will like you back. I said maybe. Because you can't be douchebags either. But yeah, that was the best of Redditor updates. So that was the PS5 Dad Saga. It was infuriating.
I agree.
Infuriating is an understatement for me.
Yeah. But we hope you guys had fun.
Wait. Before we end, I'd like to say it wasn't. What's what I'm looking for? It wasn't possibly poisoning jalapeno. It was a jar of fresh ones that I poured. There was some fresh ones that I poured into a small little solo cup thing that I got for pizza at one time. I have a jar in the fridge that I will plan on eating later, so they're fresh. But there's a
You're
fucking
fucking disgusting, you know that?
what's wrong with jalapenos?
You're really
God damn it.
disgusting.
What's wrong with jalapenos?
Damn it.
That's nasty.
Wrong
We're not
with-
gonna talk.
You know,
What's wrong
Anyway,
with jalapenos?
anyway, we hope you guys.
disgusting.
Anyways,
Jalapenos.
anyways, we hope you guys had fun, and we'll party with you animals next time.